Welcome back to A Proverb a Day Keeps the Police Away. I'm Robert, and today we are diving into Proverbs chapter 6. In recovery, one of the biggest challenges is learning to avoid traps, the things that pull us off the path that we're working really hard to stay on. Proverbs 6 is a bit like a roadmap for dodging those traps. So we're going to read through the chapter and then we're going to unpack how these ancient words can give us some modern day wisdom for recovery. So let's get right into it. Here we go, Proverbs chapter 6. Dear friend, if you've gone into hock with your neighbor or locked yourself into a deal with a stranger, if you have impulsively promised the shirt off of your back and now you find yourself shivering out in the cold, friend, don't waste a minute. Get yourself out of that mess. You're in that man's clutches. Go. Put on a long face, act desperate. Don't procrastinate. There's no time to lose. Run like a deer from the hunter. Fly like a bird from the trapper. You lazy fool, look at an ant. Watch it closely. Let it teach you a thing or two. Nobody has to tell it what to do. All summer it stores up food, and at harvest it stockpiles provisions. So how long are you going to laze around doing nothing? How long before you get out of bed? A nap here, a nap there, a day off here, and a day off there. Sit back, take it easy. Do you know what comes next? Just this. You can look forward to a dirt poor life, poverty, your permanent house guest. Swindlers and scoundrels talk out of both sides of their mouth. They wink at each other, they shuffle their feet, they cross their fingers behind their backs. Their perverse minds are always cooking up something nasty, always stirring up trouble. Catastrophe is just around the corner for them, a total wreck, their lives ruined beyond repair. Here are 6 things that God hates and one more that he loathes with a passion. Eyes that are arrogant, a tongue that lies, hands that murder the innocent, a heart that hatches evil plots, feet that race down a wicked track, a mouth that lies under oath, a troublemaker in the family. Good friend, follow your father's good advice and don't wander off from your mother's teachings. Wrap yourself in them from head to foot. Wear them like a scarf around your neck. Wherever you walk, they'll guide you. Whenever you rest, they'll guard you. When you wake up, they'll tell you what's next. For sound advice is a beacon. Good teaching is a light. Moral discipline is a life path. They'll protect you from promiscuous women, from the seductive talk of some temptress. Don't lustfully fantasize on her beauty, nor be taken in by her bedroom eyes. You can buy an hour with a prostitute for a loaf of bread, but a promiscuous woman may well eat you alive. Can you build a fire in your lap and not burn your pants? Can you walk barefoot on hot coals and not get blisters? It's the same when you have sex with your neighbor's wife. Touch her and you'll pay for it. No excuses. Hunger is no excuse for a thief to steal. When he's caught, he'll have to pay it back, even if he has to put his whole house in hock. Adultery is a brainless act, soul-destroying, self-destructive. Expect a bloody nose, a black eye, and a reputation that is ruined for good. For jealousy detonates rage in a cheated husband. Wild for revenge, he won't make allowances. Nothing you say or pay will make it all right. Neither bribes nor reason will satisfy him. So friends, reflecting on chapter 6, this gives us a lot of practical advice about avoiding bad decisions and being careful with your commitments and steering clear of laziness. One line that really jumps out to me is, a troublemaker plants seeds of strife, gossip, and separates the best of friends. This hits hard when thinking about recovery. One of the quickest ways to derail progress is by getting caught up in negative influences or toxic conversations. It's really a reminder to keep our circles clean and our minds focused. The thought for the day today is, are you mindful of who or what is influencing your life today? Are the people around you helping you grow, or are they keeping you stuck? Sometimes the biggest change in recovery comes from simply stepping away from the people or environments that lead us back to the bad habits. In recovery, sometimes we have to make tough decisions about who we let into our lives. Protecting your space from negativity is key to staying on the right path. The quote for the day: you are the average of the 5 people that you spend most time with. Jim Rohn. What a powerful quote. This really reminds us that who we surround ourselves with plays a huge role in our progress. In our recovery, it's important to make sure that we are surrounding ourselves with people who lift us up and keep us accountable, rather than dragging us back down. Imagine this. You've decided to start eating healthy, but you're hanging out with friends who all want to hit up the fast food joint. You tell yourself, I'll just go and I'll get a salad. But like 5 minutes later, you're sitting there with a double cheeseburger, fries, and a shake. Because that's what happens. When we're not careful about the influences that are around us, our good intentions get drowned out. Proverbs 6 is telling us to choose our company wisely. So is there someone or something in your life that's pulling you off track? How can you create better boundaries or maybe even remove yourself from that situation? So friends, that's it for today's proverb. Thanks again for tuning into A Proverb a Day Keeps the Police Away. If today's chapter spoke to you, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. I always love to hear your take. So don't forget to join me tomorrow as we keep the conversation going with the next chapter. We'll see you then.